Alright, hello, I'm Andrew Khan, I'm from Jamaica. I'm from Kingston to be exact. And the reason why I came to Japan was really to understand how their culture, their business culture, and the way in which business owners work with their employees. Now I realized in Japan they have a thing called salarymen. Salarymen, they work really hard. You see them falling asleep on the train, they go to work from 8 in the morning and they work until midnight, they work really hard. They see this as a way to provide for their families and trying to understand what drives them. So that's my main reason to see what drives people to work so hard for the company that they're in, and that in turn drives the Japanese economy. So that's what I'm trying to find the model for that.
Hi, I am Denise Wiley and I've lived in Japan for about 16 months. I came here one, to teach English, and also because I am very curious about the world outside of my country. In terms of cultural differences, I'd say perhaps the main difference is Jamaicans are really known to be very outgoing people. You know, we are very expressive and we are known to be very hospitable and very happy people, always smiling. Japanese people tend to be more subdued. Everyone should always blend in.
All right, so the main difference that I saw, the first thing was in Jamaica, when you're walking on the street, you may not know somebody, but you'll still say, good morning, or, how are you, or, yeah man, respect, Just a polite way. So I find that in Jamaica, people are more friendly with strangers, like, hello, how are you, good morning. In Japan, people kind of everybody's busy, minding their own business, want to get on with their day. So, for example, I'll say to somebody, Ohayo gozaimasu, which is good morning, and they'll look at me and they'll respond and say good morning, but it's more like, why are you saying good morning to me? I don't know you. So that's one of the major differences in the culture.
I'm living in a very rural area of Japan, so there are not many similarities that I can readily identify. But being in a rural area, families are very close, and much like in rural Jamaica, you find that the community is very close-knit.
Yeah, so most foreigners, when they're on the trains, people probably stare at you and be like, oh, they'll look at you and you'll know that they're looking at you. Sometimes some people are polite to, look away or whatever, but remember one particular time I was in the train and I could feel a lady looking at me, and she didn't know I was seeing her because I was looking in the reflection on the glass and she was just staring at me. And yeah, it's the diversification here is not that significant. I mean, it's like 98% Japanese, so.
I'd say the most shocking thing for me coming to Japan has been the way people react when they see a black person, especially in the countryside where I live. People point and stare when you go to the supermarket.
I'm studying Japanese, Nihongo chotto skoshi. I know a little bit of Japanese, just the basics to get around. Where does this train go? What is this? What's the price of this? Ikura desu ka? Yeah, so the basics. But most things like at train stations, most locations are in English, so you will be able to get around. It won't be that hard. The trains, they have Japanese and they have English instructions, so this train is now stopping at whichever location, so you will be able to find your way around. You won't get lost. It's not that difficult. They have enough English things around the place.
My Japanese language ability is pretty much non-existent. It was much worse when I came here. When I got here, I hardly knew anything other than my name, but I've been studying a little, and I'm learning how to speak a bit more Japanese. I certainly can understand the language better than I speak it. Occasionally I do buy things that turn out to be the wrong thing, but I laugh it off and I do get by.
Yeah, I've been in Japan about 9 months now, from March. So when I just got here, it's pretty lonely, not being able to speak or interact with people in Japanese. got me really feeling like I'm all by myself. So, Facebook groups helped. Going to the ambassador invited me to his church, so I got to meet some people there. You just have to find some people that have similar interests with you and, get to know them. So to get over homesickness, you definitely have to get out there. You have to do something you love. You have to do it with people that show the same interests. That's the key.
The festivals are exciting. The taiko drumming is exciting. The traditional kimonos and kagura dances are exciting. And I think in general, Japanese culture is exciting. I have also learned to be very appreciative of all the experiences, both the good and the bad. I think they come together, and I'm really glad that I came.